Hello, everybody. Welcome again to my channel. My name is Chichukai Pere, and my channel is for telling immigrant stories, my in-between culture stories, or other people's in-between culture stories. So today I'm going to talk about immigration and family separation, friends we met at the stores. All right, so to be frank, the store is some place that I have actually met a lot of friends. I know some of those friends I did not retain, okay? But I know that my family, including myself and my husband, we have met people at the store and the relationship actually stretched. Today I was just thinking, and I remembered a lady that I met at the store. I think it was Walmart. I don't know how we recognized ourselves as being Nigerian. Probably she heard me talk or speak, and I heard her talk, okay? So when we kind of recognized our accents, we now said, hey, are you Nigerian? And the conversation started from there. Welcome to my channel. I just want to say welcome to all the new people that are coming here for the first time, and for the old people, thank you again for coming. I hope we will have a good time here. So, when we came to the US, we brought 4 kids. Sometimes, like when we discuss with people, okay, I know there was a couple that, they were asking us, so what are your plans? For one, I knew I wanted to go back to school. My husband did not really mention anything at that point, because initially it didn't seem as if he wanted to go back to school initially. Or he never made it a topic of discussion. So this guy was saying, hey, if you two decided that you go back to school, I suggest that I don't know why you brought your kids. You should have left your kids in Nigeria with somebody you trust, and then you focus on your studies, the both of you. And then when we graduate, then we bring the kids. Since we already brought them, it would be like a waste of money trying to send them back. And also, since we already brought them, we had to decide to make it work. We were even wondering, even if, we left them, who would we have left them with? And they would be in safe hands. It's not like there is nobody that would take care of them, but how are we sure that it's whenever we are ready to pick them up that we can just snap our fingers and bring them? I will give you an example. If you come into the US with a green card, you have a limited space of time when you should come to the country, after which that opportunity expires. So this lady I met at the store, well, I think I actually was at the store there with my kids. So she saw them, because how I used to do that time was I'll put 2 in the cart, the little 2, and then I have the older 2 walk by my side. One person on one side of the cart and the other person, and they will hold it, and then I'll be in the middle, something like that. Unless we use those kind of carts, those carts that also have like something that looks like a car. So I would put the little ones in the basket, and then the big ones could stay in the car. Then it would be like a bigger load to push, right? Yeah, so that day I think the lady, when we kind of embraced before COVID, right? When we embraced and we're happy to have seen each other, okay? she broke down and started crying. She cried because she said that they too won the visa lottery, but instead her husband decided to stay back in Nigeria with their only child, a son, I think. So she came alone. So when she came alone, I don't know, it could be financial reasons. Maybe they could raise the money to just bring one person, So she decided to come first and then bring them later. So when she saw us, she was like, wow, I could have even borrowed money to bring my entire family and then work and pay back the money. Why? Because when she eventually came to the US and worked and was able to raise that money to bring her husband and child, that window for them to travel had expired. So what is the next option? The next option would be to wait 5 years before she became a citizen. And then after being a citizen, she will now come and apply for 2 of them. And 2 applications, I don't know how cheap it would have been for her to apply for the both of them. Another option could be probably them visiting and coming to the US and then staying in the US and, and applying. I lost touch with her. But the reason why I brought up this topic today was, the painful, heartbreaking cry that lady broke down in front of me and started crying touched me a lot, because she was expressing, how loneliness or how lonely she was, that, that it was painful. So probably seeing me with my kids and also hearing that, my husband was also here kind of broke her heart. So I'm shouting out to her. She is a lady from Delta State, or, Edo or Delta, one of those 2 states. I don't remember her name. It's been so many years. It's been like 16 years. Well, I just don't remember what happened, but, we moved on. So I don't know. I'm hoping that one day she sees this video. I know I may look different. I don't know, but yeah. So she was one of the people we met at the store. Another person we actually met at the store, that the relationship is like brother kind of relationship, was my husband. My husband met another guy at the store, and he happened to be from my husband's place. Local government area, something like that. I'm not sure if it was the exact local government area or the neighboring one, but that was as close as it could get. And it was just my husband, and he was at the store. Probably he went to go and apply for work, to work in that particular store. And then he met this guy struggling to put in his application, trying to work on the computer to put in his application there in the store. And then my husband now, recognized, probably through his voice, through his speech, or through maybe peeking into his application. I don't know how, but they found out that they were Igbos. Then they found out they were from the same local government area. So that was how they became friends. And actually on that very day, he had a situation, and his family was turned back. His entire family, they were supposed to join him. And I don't know what question they asked them at the airport or somewhere. And, somehow they were just turned around. So he was so expectant of them. And at that very day they were supposed to come, which was the same day my husband met him. he got that sad news, he also broke down and cried. But the thing was that we actually remained friends with this guy because, you know, at some point he actually lived with us when we moved into our apartment, but for a while then he had to move, okay? So, and then I know I met another lady at the store in Ohio. She is, I think, also Delta. I don't remember exactly, Delta or Edo. We became really good friends, but I was so busy with school, you know, having to take care of all the kids, still going to school. I lost touch with her. Yeah, so I don't remember her name. Oh God, please forgive me. Juliet is her name, but I lost her number. Yeah, so she actually even came during my graduation party, you know. I did a small Thanksgiving after I graduated college, so she came, and then shortly after that we moved away from Ohio to come to Texas. So I lost touch. So what am I saying? You know, when you come into a new place and you're like so green, you will take solace in just, you know, getting up and driving to the store just so you can, you know, look around, distract yourself, see people. Sometimes we plan to just go to the store to look around, you know, maybe window shop, but we end up filling the cart and buying nonsense things. And that is how some of us became shopaholics. But I thank the Lord because I have dealt with that shopaholic thing. I can go to the store and say I'm not buying anything and I won't buy anything. But that time, you know, I don't know what it is, or the colorfulness of everything in the store attracting your eyes, or that, I don't know what it is. I'm a very creative person. My eyes, you know, I know good things with my eyes, okay? So I had that problem of going into the store, walking aimlessly, and then coming home with a bunch of nonsense that will be occupying space that I'll end up not using. But I have learned, okay? So, yeah. Now I have a question for you guys. How many of you did you take those store pictures? You know, when people travel for the first time, or when they travel and come back, you know, people that visit other countries, there is this tendency of wanting to take store pictures, you know, because some of us, you know, when we migrated, it could have been our first big trip. And some of us, like somebody like me, I always felt like I would go back home. I don't know why. I never felt like I was coming for good. I was feeling more like a visitor. And I remember I took a bunch of those store pictures. And now that I'm older, once I go to the store and I see people taking pictures, I know immediately that they are what? Either visitors or JJC. Please, I'm only making, yabbing, joking, okay? Don't take it too seriously because I'm also yabbing my own self. Okay, I'm going to stop here. We'll meet again next time, and always, please, 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 try your best to be part of the conversation. Put your comments there. Let's interact, okay? Have a blessed day. Thank you.